You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's Happy Endings After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Happy Endings After Show.
Hey! Turn up.
Yeah! Hey everybody, Bing is for doing, and we are doing another Happy Endings After Show. I am Matt Lieberman, and we sitting to my right.
I'm on the right. My name's Thomas. Yeah.
Thomas Piland.
Working it out. Woo.
Thomas Piland, everybody. And of course, our lovely co-hosts.
I'm Kelly.
So simple. That's good.
And I'm gonna keep it sizzling up in here. It's your girl Spicy. Marty in the building.
Spicy Marty. All right, we are reviewing episode 307 of Happy Endings, No Ho Ho, and we have a legend. We have the writer of the show, Prentice Penny, in the building with us tonight. Thank you so much for being here.
It's a party up in here.
Yeah, keeping it happy.
It's our very own hip hop
She's keeping
Santa.
it spicy. Yeah.
Work it out, Marty. Work it out. Go.
Oh.
Yeah, but go ahead and tweet us your questions. If you guys have any questions for us or for Prentice, go ahead and tweet us.
Yeah, we'll give out our Twitter handles right now. I am at Matt Lieberman, MattLieberman.
And you can always twidazzle me at Thomas Guy.
And I'm tweeting right now, so tweet me at Kelly with an IE 079. And you can play with my Twitter
Jesus.
at spicy_Marty, SPICY.
Marty, the way you played,
MARI.
It's always a performance.
the way you played with that mic, I believe your last story before we went on air. That's all I can say. And her sister is in the room too. Is another special.
Trust me, she's good,
And
guys.
Prentice, your Twitter handle?
_A_Prentice.
Nice.
All the underscores.
Yeah.
Don't forget those.
Well, this was an awesome episode tonight. This was our holiday episode. We learned a lot about Jane, Alex, and Max, and Dave, really. We learned a lot about everybody. We found out early on in the episode that Jane's birthday is Christmas Day.
Right.
And she's been lying about it for years.
She had a fake ID.
Yeah. She went that far to make a fake ID. July 16th, I believe,
July
was
16th.
was her fake birthday.
What was her eye color?
Her eye color?
It was like rose something. It was like a random color. I don't know how she
Frosted
got.
spruce.
Frosted Spruce.
Somebody's not watching. Someone
Yeah. Whoa.
That's how we had the writer come
Marty's
in.
too busy being
Correct
spicy.
me.
Too busy being spicy to pay attention to the
But
frosted
who knows
spruce.
that? None of us knew that except for the writer. Frosted what?
Frosted
Spruce.
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 What is
That's
that?
the same
Where did
color
you
as
get
my
that
eyes. I
from?
knew that.
It is. It is the color of freshly fallen snow on a spruce.
Is it really?
No.
Because I'm like, I'm from Texas. We don't get snow. I mean, it's just hot. But yeah.
I'm from San Diego. I have the same excuse.
Rock the border, baby. There we go.
Anyway, I love that not even Brad knew that that was her fake birthday. So you got to think she got a marriage license, like all these different things with that fake ID because Jane is awesome. She can do it like that.
And this one dick of a bartender.
Damn bartender
is
had
the
to call her
only
out.
one who had to call her out
I
after
hate
all
when they
these
do
years.
that. Darn bartenders.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of a compliment, you know. You feel like, oh, I'm still young. I still got it.
Well,
I still
like
feel
that,
dangerous.
I like that Penny thought it was a compliment. He's like, no,
Yeah.
I need everybody saying it.
Well, I like that's the way that we went into it. It wasn't like a traditional, like, oh, hey, like, so you wait, this is really your birthday. You know, it's like they were at a bar and it was
got
just this
caught.
odd way, yeah, she got caught red-handed basically, and I thought it was just really neat to open up the episode that way.
Yeah.
Because I had read some notes on it before, and it it was discovered that her birthday was in summer,
right?
And it was just kind of like, oh, this is how they did it. I just kind of liked how it went into it.
You never lie about your birthday. You lie about your height, your weight. I mean,
Jane does.
Well, no,
Jane does.
I can relate to that because my birthday is December 10th, and that's 2 weeks before
December
Christmas.
baby.
So being a December baby kind of blows because everybody's saving money for Christmas. Everybody's getting ready to travel, and it was right before you go on Christmas break at school. It was either the week. It's always the week before.
Well, hey,
so
I'm gonna trump that. I am a Passover baby. Okay.
Oh,
we're talking about Christmas babies right now.
I'm talking about
Kelly. Kelly and Jane.
Hey, but your birthday is not actually on Christmas.
Get no love
Not actually on
either.
Christmas. Passover falls on my birthday every year. I have never had a birthday cake.
Oh,
Never.
pobrecito.
Boom.
What's Passover? I'm joking. I know what Passover is, so I'm joking.
It is a Hebrew holiday where you cannot eat leavened things. So I never had a cake, and it was garbage.
Okay, you're definitely Trump's mine. I'm sorry.
Thank you, sound effect.
Okay, you're gonna after the show.
you trump mine.
You're calling my dad because he's 2 days after Christmas and he's never gotten over that, and yours is definitely. You can't even have cake.
Okay,
Come on
now I don't even feel bad anymore. Gah!
You had a great birthday. Come on now. We
Well,
know.
none of you guys
Winner.
lied about your birthdays like Jane did. She
That's true.
took it pretty seriously.
I thought about it actually because I always was jealous of everyone that had summer birthdays because they could have pool parties and like all that. So I get why she picked January or July 16th.
If you have a pool.
You could. There's a community pool.
She doesn't match.
city pool?
Jane's character though does not match a summer baby. She does match like
She's not carefree.
the Grinch,
Yeah.
Grim Reaper, like all of those kind of characters. She doesn't match a July birthday.
Well, they brought that up too. That
Yeah.
she's,
I'm happy
seems
that they
like,
addressed that.
Yeah.
She's like, I feel like I'm very free spirited, like
that
a
was
summer
some
baby.
good writing.
Yeah.
No. Compliment from Marty. I can't believe it. I don't know what to do.
Let's not get too spicy, okay? We're less than 10 minutes into this
She
thing.
just sprinkled some spice on you.
I know.
Okay, I can't even lie. It was a good episode. Damn it.
Just a pinch of spice here and there and here and there and here and there.
What did you guys think? Like, I was really amazed at Brad and all the friends and how they got together and made it Jane-mas. And I was like really proud of him throughout the episode. Like, he tried really hard. He was the glue that held the group together.
Yes.
It showed his love for his wife. And he's like, no, this is about Jane. This is Jane-mas.
Which Jane would have done. He took control like Jane would have done.
Exactly, because he knew that she would respect that. Except that their first attempt at it, we found out she keeps mace in bed, 2 full cans, and she just maced all
Well,
of them.
but this is not the first time she's maced someone,
That's
so
true.
they should have known better.
That's true. But she keeps it in bed. Like, I have a friend who sleeps with a knife, because she lives in a bad
There's
neighborhood.
nothing wrong with sleeping with a knife.
Okay.
No, we had a joke
Let's
that
clear
she,
the record.
after she had seen Taken, that she wasn't taking any chances.
Nice.
So there was that.
I keep a machete behind my headboard.
Yeah.
And that's just in case, because I don't believe in guns.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't get my license.
No, I have a friend who
but-
sleeps with a knife and a
Kind
friend.
of awkward, but let's.
There's nothing wrong with me.
No, it's okay. Friend who sleeps with a knife, friend who sleeps with a hammer.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She sleeps with a hammer, and she will swing. She'll swing at you.
I just cuddle my pillow. Like, I don't know what everybody else
I just
does.
sleep with my
but-
dog and hope she'll take care of it.
Oh, Molly. Oh, I like Molly.
Well, Jane had mace, and she got everybody's eyes, makeup, everything just
And then
jacked up.
poor Brad, he did his little jazz hands with when he announced James. Everyone did the jazz hands, right? No, yeah. Everybody lied to
But
him.
I love that they gave each character a different scenario of something that they had to, like a challenge for why.
A Christmas quirk.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that
Christmas
was super cute.
quirk.
The eggnog was hilarious.
Yes, Max and his eggnog addiction, which we will get to later in the show. I want to talk more about Jane and what was going on with her. She ran away from the party when Max's eggnog Camelback exploded.
But even before that,
Yeah.
when she starts to explain the story to everyone,
Yeah.
she doesn't just
she stepped
tell
into
that. She
character.
doesn't just sit here and say, "Okay, here's what happened to me." No. She gets into character and she becomes the.
Yes.
She starts telling
Madonna?
like the
Ebenezer
Christmas
Scrooge.
story.
Ebenezer Scrooge. Like, it was from A Christmas Carol. Is what that's what I had
Yeah,
taken
we're
it
trying
to.
to get her to be like Maggie Smith.
Yeah.
Yes.
Downton
That's
Abbey.
just- yeah.
But she's so good at doing that. She can easily do the accents
Yeah.
and just step into a whole
does
other
great.
character.
Eliza Coop is very theatrical.
She's very much like that. She does this. She does a great Temple Grandin. Which
Oh,
is
yeah?
pretty
She
awesome.
did in an episode, didn't she?
Yeah, she did a
Yeah.
Temple Grandin thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I liked what you guys let her explain, like, Christmas seeps in. And it's very true. Like, if you've ever spent holidays away from your family, or if you're not a fan of Christmas, it seeps into
It does.
everything.
Yeah.
And she tried to explain that to all of them at the very
Yep.
beginning. And, like, it.
As a Jewish
struggles.
male, I can agree with that. No, Christmas was the worst time of year growing up because it's like it's not even an exclusive club. It's a club that everyone is in except you. And everyone's talking about it on TV, on radio. I mean, like if you aren't a Christmas person, it sucks
You
on
should
Christmas.
just join the club. Everybody's doing it.
No.
Jesus.
Too much love. I went to my first Christmas ever was at an ex-girlfriend's place, and it was so good it made me even angrier about how crappy Hanukkah is by comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
But hey,
But
you
Jane
get
felt
more
your pain.
presents though.
No, you don't.
You don't. You
Kind
get less
of.
presents. I'm a January baby, so I can sympathize with you guys.
Okay.
Nobody has money after December
Yeah.
to buy me anything.
Exactly.
So
No, you get like 1 or 2 good presents, and then it's like, umbrella, sweater, pencils, new dreidel, because we needed another one. And you only get one per night. So if it's a crap gift, that whole day is just shot.
But you get to do what Alex loves to do best, which is unwrap it.
Which Brad caught her, and he's like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I'm just opening this little. Don't do it! Don't do it!" And then she's like, "But."
So her addiction: gift opening, gift unwrapping.
Gift unwrapping, like Jane's approach of like slicing it open with a letter opener, and not her letter opener. No, her gift letter opener was not appropriate because she wasn't ripping any paper. She was just slitting open the tape.
Now I understand that though, because
wanted
the
to save it.
economy is bad. You're trying to recycle. I have an aunt that recycles gift wrapping every year, so it's a very practical decision because
Yeah.
you can wrap your gifts.
Or sometimes when you give someone a gift for their birthday, like I did recently for somebody, I mentioned, "Hey, I didn't put your name on it, so you can recycle it. It's a recession."
I so
Did they do
am.
that?
It's a good
I
bag.
so
It's a
am.
dang good bag. Dang it.
Dang good bag.
I don't know if we can say damn, can we?
Yeah, you
Well,
can
Oh,
say
you
it.
it's a
did.
damn good bag.
Yeah.
Damn it.
You were justified.
But I
You
loved
were
how
justified in saying it.
Jane's like, because I can save it, I'm gonna reuse it. I was just it's very much what she would have done
Right.
in that
Yeah.
situation. And
She's a practical thinker.
Yeah. It's funny, Thomas and I were reading before the show that there was a Hollywood Reporter interview with Eliza Coupe, and she actually,
cool.
she related to this episode because her birthday falls on Easter every year. So she's an Easter baby.
So it was easy for her to pull for that
Yeah,
role.
of just feeling like, I'm being upstaged by Jesus. God, why did he have to die and come
Darn
back
him.
on my birthday?
Right.
well, and kind of to backtrack, like when she woke up, I guess it was midnight when the alarm went off. Wasn't that Christmas music? Or
Yeah, it was
something?
Christmas music.
Yeah, it was like 5 in the. It's like super early in the morning.
Merry
or whatever. It's like
Christmas.
Christmas music. Yeah.
So
She's
who
like,
set that
"Merry
up? Did
Christmas"
Brad
to-
set that up to wake her up?
No, we sort of just feel like Jane is a super early riser at like 5:30
okay.
in the morning. She has to have her breakfast right.
And
at the
everybody
crack of
knew that,
dawn.
so they were just waiting for
They
her.
were just waiting. Yeah, they were just waiting for her.
Now, when you're breaking a story like this, do you just think about, do you come from character first? Like, she's somebody who's like such a control freak, to have something out of her control like this.
I
Like, where did
forget
this
how
story come from?
I think it came from us wanting to do obviously like a Christmas episode,
Yeah.
and like what's a different take that we can do on that. We were like, oh, what if Jane lied about her birthday? And that was sort of like in the atmosphere like from last season, I think, and it just sort of fit with this type of thing that Jane is Jane's a Christmas baby, and she's ashamed of it, and it just sort of snowballs out of that further and further and further. So
Yeah.
yeah, but there was actually a part that we cut. There was supposed to be a runaway Christmas float that you hear about on the news. And after the whole eggnog goes crazy, the float was gonna bump against their window. And it was like, oh my god! But we didn't have time for all that, so we just cut the float.
Did it get shot, or was it?
Well, it was gonna be CGI.
Oh,
So we
cool.
had like a blue screen plate and all that type of stuff. But like when the stuff gets cut together, it's just like the eggnog was so great. They're
Yeah.
like, how do you top the
Hip Hop Santa.
Yeah.
Who in the hell comes up with Hip Hop Santa?
I think we just pictured it to be funny that Brad loves his hip hop Santa. And so he
How
just wants to
appropriate
dance
is that
with it.
too for Brad to have Hip Hop Santa
loves
in
Hip
the
Hop Santa.
closet?
He loves to dance.
Why was Hip Hop Santa in the closet?
Because it was like they were getting rid of
was
everything,
hiding.
Christmas. He's like he couldn't have anything around Christmas. So originally it was supposed to be a bunch of Christmas gifts in there, but all you saw was the hip hop Santa was in there, and he was like,
Yeah.
motion control. So
He put everything else away. He
Yeah.
threw everything else out, but he couldn't just throw
That was
Hip
the
Hop
hardest
Santa
thing
away
to get
until
rid
he
of.
was caught.
That's his boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hip Hop Santa.
Yeah. Now, was that a prop that you guys made?
our great prop guy, Gabe, made that stuff, and he makes really awesome things. And we're like, how do you make this?
Wow.
And he made 2 of them, and we broke the first one when Brad throws it over the balcony.
Yeah.
All we had was 2 for that
He
shot.
really threw it.
He really threw it, and it actually hits the rail, and it broke. And we were like, we only got 1 more, Dave. You kind of got to, like, check it out there. We saved it, but yeah.
So there's no,
all
I
made.
couldn't buy a hip hop Santa if I
Yeah,
wanted.
but those things like exist.
Yeah.
But we needed him to do like a specific.
You needed a certain move.
Right.
Yeah.
He needed
Right.
to pop
A
it in
spicy-
And he
like
was
spicy
lean.
hip-hop, exactly.
He wasn't a fat Santa. He was a
No.
lean Santa. He had a
was a lean
dancer's
hip-hop
body.
Santa.
And we had to find like a
Dancing
specific
Santa.
like black hip hop Santa that could do certain pop lock. It's rough casting, guys. It's rough casting.
Wait, so Gabe actually made the entire
Gabe actually
the movements and
Gabe
everything?
made. I'm sure he didn't see
Oh
his
my
kids
God.
that weekend. And
Yeah.
He made an awesome.
He was just
Word.
watching YouTube videos to get the exact
Yeah.
move right.
Yeah, and it's funny because it's like in the script, all you write is like there's a hip hop Santa, and
Yeah.
you don't think anything about it. But then they have to say, well, how big is it? Is it life size? Is it tiny? Is it this? And you're just like, I don't know. You're just supposed to break dance, and then they just come out and they make these amazing things, and you're just like,
That's
that's awesome.
I love how Brad is looking at him and say, okay, I'll do 1 lock.
I'll do
pop
1
and
lock. I'll
Like,
do 1 lock.
I'm gonna pop it one time.
1 lock.
Yeah.
There's 1 lock.
I love after he's singing before he opens it and
But
sees
then
the hip hop
Max
Santa.
caught him in
Yeah.
the middle of his pop lock-in.
Yes.
Lugging a whole bag full of eggnog.
I like the way that they went back and traveled in time and showed us how the drop of eggnog.
Yeah.
That beautiful slow motion shot. He did not want to go back on the nog. He didn't want to be noggin.
No.
Yeah, how
On
did you guys do
Janus.
that? Like that the slow motion shot, like with the little drop.
that-
Like what triggered you guys to?
I think we thought it was just funny if it was just like one thing where he was like, he hit his lips and it was
The
just like he was
tiniest.
so weak. He's
Yeah.
that weak. It's just like on the edge the whole time. It's just like I can't. He has one drop, man. He's done.
But that's really relatable, though. It's hard for me to turn down a free sample.
Yeah.
So
of course.
the fact that he was strong enough to do that, I thought he was in the clear. But then when it touched his mouth,
He even called her an enabler.
Yeah. You enabler.
Yeah.
but all of a sudden he has a bottle of alcohol. What kind of alcohol was that he was
It was
chugging
Jamie.
with that?
I thought it was Jameson.
Was it
It was,
Jameson with that
yeah, it was.
eggnog?
That was
It
the
was.
Jamie.
I
Wow.
wonder how that got into it.
Well, it was just like, how do I check my own nog real quick? It was just like,
He's mixing it in his mouth.
mixing it in his mouth.
Which is exactly how he based a turkey. As we
Right.
found out later in the episode.
So much was revealed this episode.
Yeah.
Intimate secrets.
Yeah. So Jane leaves her party and she winds up in this bar where there's a whole bunch of Christmas babies all existing at once and celebrating, trading sob stories, and apparently going out afterwards to destroy everyone else's Christmas. Thoughts?
I loved just right before that. I loved when Jane's walking down the street and it's very Jane. Everyone's like "Merry Christmas." And she's like,
And she's
like,
screwed.
Yeah, I love that. That was like so funny. But I mean, my thoughts were like Jane finally fit in. Like she finally found her
Yeah.
people. She finally found like, hey, this is it. And then
Except they turned out to be even crazier than Jane.
But not
Exactly.
really. She realized she doesn't really need it that bad. It wasn't really that big of a deal where she needs to go and ruin someone else's Christmas because her, it wasn't that bad. She changed her birthday. She's good.
I
she
would
made her own
ru-
destiny.
She made her own destiny.
I would
exactly.
ruin someone else's Christmas to save mine. I am not even
Why
ashamed.
are you so selfish?
Because I've just been sitting on a big pile of resentment for years.
I thought it was adorable that she had a little community. It was almost
There
like
were a lot of
it was
adorable
like an AA
moments.
meeting for me.
Yeah.
And like in my opinion, I felt like, oh my gosh, she's able to relate to these people. She's able to swap stories.
Yeah.
And
Not unlike Nicole's
Right.
Overdaters Anonymous last week. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. But,
But it was needed.
It helped her. It helped
Yeah.
her come out of it and
and
realize.
to appreciate, right?
Exactly.
she came out of the Christmas closet. Oh, no, I'm just-
So the popcorn was really Brad's.
Yeah.
It wasn't for her.
it was
It's
stuck
like,
to his
it
hand.
was stuck
when
to
he
his
was-
hand.
stuck to
Yeah,
his hand.
stuck to your hand there. You found
My
my
favorite.
my favorite caramel corn.
I understand
Yes.
that Popcornopolis is delicious. I relate to that too.
And then
Yes.
he's like, yeah, we're the only two here. It's just
Yeah.
for you. And give it to me.
It is not in any way for the other person that is here.
But that's what I like too. Like it just he there too. He's like, you know what? It's about you. So she's like, no, I'm fine. Like I made my own destiny, which Kelly brought up, and then she's like, she used that quote, "I am Queens Boulevard." Like
Yeah.
I made my own. What made you guys bring that quote in?
I think we love Entourage and love sort of making fun of
Yeah.
it and embracing all that. So we were just like, it's funny. She says I'm Queens Boulevard.
I laughed so hard when you used that because I literally did that the other day. It's just like it's something that you pull out whenever you're like, I'm making a statement of how strong I am. Yeah, I am Queens Boulevard.
And that scene in Entourage is so weird. He's like doing like the sound audio. Like, you know,
hey,
he's like, I'm
you
Queens
ever
Boulevard. It's like,
hey, you ever coming back?
No.
You kidding?
I am Queens Boulevard.
It's the best.
You're a star, Vince. You nailed it. So weird.
It's such a weird scene. And that's like the end of his movie.
It's so weird.
It's such a dumb scene.
Once again, Happy Endings bringing in pop culture into the show, making it relatable for everybody. Shout out to the writers. Again.
No.
Two? What?
Oh,
hey.
I'll take it all day, Marty. I'll take it all day.
we just got spiced.
You know, I have a love-hate relationship with Prentice.
I know,
you know,
I know.
Secretly love him. Don't tell anybody.
You just told him and everybody.
Secretly respect.
The tiniest amount. The tiniest amount.
Just the teeny tiniest.
So this was a good episode. This was the perfect way to like end the holiday.
Yes. Which
Happy endings.
It was also the first episode of the season, I think, where Dave and Penny had a solo story together.
You said that. You mentioned that.
Yes. Which, you know, they haven't really had any stories together since the ill-fated wedding episode at the end of last season, where it looked like, you know, they may have rekindled, or they may have brought up that romance.
Right.
But they haven't had a story where just the two of them were hanging out. I think you needed to have her in a relationship to be able to do it.
Yeah, we never wanted to make it seem like Penny was like always pining for Dave, sort of make her feel like desperate a little bit.
Yeah.
Actually, a scene that got cut to that point is there was a scene at the end of that when they go back to the house where you sort of see like Alex is opening gifts and Jane and Brad are together and Penny and Pete are together and Dave sort of watches Penny and Pete together and he's talking to Max and he goes, wow, Penny's really in like a relationship now. And he's like, yeah, he's like, that's good. And it's kind of like a moment where you sort of aren't sure what that means for him or whatever. And then it goes to some joke for Max. But we actually did hit that. We were like, maybe we want to do this, maybe not. So we ended up cutting it, but we did actually film it.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was interesting that in the very beginning, when they're all sitting at the bar, that Dave and Penny are sitting next to each other, and he's across from Alex. Like, there's like some significance there, I thought.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe Alex will get a little jealous.
But
I don't know.
We kind of predicted, and not to pat us on the back, but we kind of predicted that there was going to be a little bit of love tension between Penny and Dave,
right?
And that it would be rekindled, before the season one was over,
right.
And it did, because it gave him being the gift whisperer gave him an opportunity to tell her boyfriend what he should be getting her.
I will say this: we are right in terms of what the writers provided. That you did shoot that scene.
Yes, we did shoot that.
It was cut, so I think this was a relatively platonic story without that scene. But it will probably come back. I know you can't confirm nor deny.
Stuff comes up.
Yeah.
Spicy.
AFTERBUZZ exclusive.
Hit him with some spice. Hit him with some spice.
But
I can't take too much more. I don't know.
But I think the significance of that whole storyline was the fact that he thought that the gift that Pete had picked for Penny was wrong, and it wasn't.
It wasn't good enough for her.
I love that she loved it.
Well, but the reason was so bizarre and so Penny, where she's like, we watched this movie and
they watched Contagion.
And she's like, and he said, I would never let you die like that. I would shoot you in the head and then I would light a big ass candle for you. And she's like, no one's ever threatened to kill me before. Well,
Not
during that
in
one
that-
time during sex.
No, offered to kill her.
But in that
Yes.
specifically ridiculous situation, can be romantic.
It can.
I saw the romance.
Yeah, I want someone to cap me in the end. If it ever comes to it.
That's what I liked about it, the fact that Dave did not have it right, that they had their own story.
Yeah.
That gift that he got, even though it was a big-ass candle, and anybody will tell you buying someone a candle is a throwaway gift.
Yes.
But in this
Re-gift.
particular instance, it was perfect for their situation, and Dave got it wrong, which means that there is something real between Pete and Penny, and Dave just didn't get it.
Yeah.
Well, and Dave's a little threatened. Like at the end, he was, he was nice, but he's like, good gift, man. Good gift.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But you could tell he's like
Was that
a little.
sincere when he called him the gift god or
the gift king?
Yes,
gift
it
king?
was. Yes, it
was.
was.
Was
I
it
thought it
sincere
was.
or was it
like he's impressed.
condescending?
No, it's supposed to be like he's impressed by Pete had it figured out and like he missed the whole boat, like Dave missed the whole thing.
I think he's both impressed and then also kind of dejected. He thought he was in charge of all gift giving. I mean, but that's Dave's attitude.
That is Dave's attitude. I know everything.
Yeah.
And Pete's fit in the group really well so far. Is that kind of the?
Yeah, Nick Zano's been awesome. He's been fun to have around, and it was always like a weird thing, like who is this guy, and like how does he fit in the group? And it's been like, you know, where's the funny from him? And we sort of have found it where it's like a guy just trying to fit in. It's funny. Like
that's perfect. That's genius.
Well, that's what I thought too about his line when Jane walks back in the house and Dave is like, "Don't spray my pee-pee," and he says the same thing, and he's like, "Oh, I'm just trying to fit in."
And that was acknowledged.
The awkward funny.
Most of his jokes come out of like not really sure how he fits in and trying to fit in and stuff like that.
I think it's great.
I like that we're bringing him into the group. It's a very different vibe than when Grant was around last season, Max's ex-boyfriend, who like everybody just loved the crud out of.
Everybody was trying to take him.
Everybody wanted to be on a date with Grant.
Exactly. So not everyone's swept away by Pete, but they're all excited for Penny, I think.
Yes.
They're all really pleased, and we're all pleased that she's got somebody that
gets her. At least right now. Like, they seem to get each other, and it seems to kind of work out, and I like that. I wanted to see her in a relationship, and so I think this is kind of fun to see.
On a side note, Dave and Penny looked really good. Monty brought that up. They looked really good in that scene when they were both wearing blue.
Looking hot.
They both looked really good.
She's lost weight this season, I think.
Prentice,
I'm not commenting on any of that. I'm not commenting on anything about a woman losing weight.
10 pounds has been lost?
I'm not. Nope. She's always looked great in the
She has always looked great.
But I feel like the stylist for this episode put both of them in blue. To color coordinate and just kind of show, a little something going on.
Well, I think one thing that we've always said, even in last season, was that the clothes stand out just as much as anything else on this show. Like, they are like another character.
Right.
So I think that you always have to kind of take into consideration anything that anybody's wearing, holding, anything like that, because
or their hair.
I think, their hair, everything.
Or their facial hair. Dave's facial hair is starting to normalize a little bit. The patches right here between the chops and the goatee are starting to come in, and it's looking very even.
Nothing a little eyeliner can't fill in.
Yeah, looking very even this week. I just want to talk real quick about iTunes. Guys, we love doing this show for you, and we love Happy Endings, of course, and we love having great guests like Prentice here. If you love our show, please rate and comment on our podcast on iTunes, and tell a friend. Please get the word out. We love doing this show. We love talking about it. Yes. Cheers. And if you like this show, AfterBuzz TV produces over 50 shows a week. And if there's another TV series that you love, we probably do a show for it. If not, you should tell us to do a show for it. Are you on Arrow?
I am.
How's that going?
It's great. So we're number 2 right now. Keep watching. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Kelly, you out, girl.
Yeah.
Are there any shows from like Fuse that we might try to get on here?
No, there will be come April.
There will be.
There will be come April.
Like what would they be called if there were?
It might be called The Hustle. It might be. It might
Oh
be.
my goodness.
Perhaps.
Will there be an after show hosted by one spicy Marty?
There better be.
Oh.
Maybe.
She wants to be in an episode next week.
The show will be on. Tune in, you guys.
There we go. There we go.
Your very own exclusive right here, right now.
Boom, right here. I just want to talk about some of the more like just funny details from this episode. I remember when Alex was talking about unwrapping gifts in the first act. She mentioned she saw the magical letters CHU that usually meant a Chutes and Ladders game, but once it actually was a chubby checker chess set.
I love that. I want one of those, please.
I would love a chubby checker chess set.
Wait, can you find one of those for me, please?
Sure, we'll have one.
Can you get the prop guy to make
We'll
one?
have Gabe make one. We'll have Gabe make a chubby checker chess set.
I would love that. Is Chubby Checker the king? Or is he, like, who would be the other pieces?
That's a good question. I'm sure it's like the Big Boppers, maybe a Rook, or we'll figure it all out.
Okay. You get back to us on that.
I will do.
Yeah, and Dave's fake ID, Deshaun Andre.
Yes, from Ohio.
Yeah, Deshaun Andre from Ohio. What's up?
He said it got him in nowhere.
Yeah, 100% not believable.
I appreciate them making Jane's holiday Jameis.
Yes.
I thought that was cute.
It was very cute.
Xmas or Christmas joined with Jane's name. That's what it was, right?
Jameis, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. I got it. I'm like, Alex, I got it.
She got it.
I love the addiction.
No, you're not like Alex because she didn't
Because
get
I didn't
anything.
get it, but I was just making sure that you guys thought that I got it.
Okay.
But I didn't get it. But I got it.
I think my favorite reference was, I quoted it to you when we were watching it, was his like gumdrop Bill Nye.
Gumdrop Bill Nye.
Gumdrop Bill Nye, because he's a sweet man, or what did
course.
she say?
Yeah.
I love that. Do you guys know who Bill Nye is?
No.
Of course,
Bill
Bill
Nye the
Nye
Science
Science Guy. Are you kidding?
Never watched it.
What am I?
Of course, we all know who that is.
What am I? Am I dead? Am I a
I wanna
zombie?
make sure I
Kelly,
didn't have
for
any
those,
Alexes in here.
for those at home who don't know what it is, why don't you explain?
Bill Nye is only the greatest science guy who's ever lived, and he had an amazing children's science show that changed lives and made incredible days during science class in 4th grade when we would watch a video instead of having to learn. Except we were learning, we were just having a great time
Great
doing
time
it.
doing it.
Boom!
Wait, that's a different Bill Nye.
I think you were talking
You're doing a different Bill Nye.
Oh, you're talking about Bill
Actually,
Nye.
Yes, Bill Nye.
Okay.
Yeah, Bill Nye.
Bill Nye from Love Actually.
Love Actually.
From
Love
Yes.
Actually.
Fine.
Wait, because she had the Love Actually
She had
Christmas.
all the. She had the Love Actually
Yes.
Christmas in London.
Yes.
Yes.
Bill Nye.
Bill Nye from Love Actually. Come on,
Yeah.
he's saying he
I
did
know.
the whole.
Kelly just did.
Have you been living in a ditch?
No, I've not been living
You
in
know
a
what?
ditch.
Let's not
Bill
bust him out.
Nye,
New Jersey.
Let's not
Alan
give him a
Rickman,
hard time, you guys.
Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead is also in it.
So passionate.
That's it's my greatest quality.
You guys, I think I'm
But
going to
Bill Nye
nominate him
Science
as
Guy
the
should've
Alex
been in
for
it.
this season, for this episode.
Real quick, we got an email from Benjamin Menendez, bmenendez@aol.com. He loved the episode. Great Jane episode. He's a big fan of Love Actually too, so it was really funny to see Alex and her Love Actually holiday display in her store, seeing how she's in that movie as well.
Yeah.
Alicia Clifford is in Love Actually.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool. You know
Yeah.
we made it for Happy Endings after Buzz TV when we get emails.
Yes.
Boom.
Boomtown.
Love it.
Booyah.
Yeah. I also just really quick want to sneak in when Penny thought they were all talking, like revealing secrets, and she's like, "I don't actually go to Pilates class. I just go to the same bakery every Sunday."
And they seem to be so disgusted by that.
She's like, I thought we were all revealing.
She reveals that she eats frequently when she's not supposed to be. Because there was another one where she was like eating donuts or something. when
That's
she
not a
wasn't supposed to
reveal.
be.
That's just assumed. No.
But she's losing weight now, so
Oh,
now
yeah.
I don't believe it. When she was
Okay.
thicker than a Snicker, I believed it.
Oh,
now-
some
Wait,
spice
okay,
in
I
that
think
Snicker.
so. It's
Don't
okay.
get ratchet. Don't get ratchet.
Wait,
that is the
Kelly,
first
we got
rule
the
of this
definition
after
of ratchet,
show.
you sent it to us on Twitter.
Yeah. What is the Kelly O's definition of
Kelly,
ratchet?
what's your definition of ratchet?
Nasty.
Nasty.
Okay.
Nasty.
Don't be nasty.
Well, and I think after so Fox 11's a local affiliate here in Los Angeles, and I think that AfterBuzz TV broke it first before Fox
Yes,
because
we did.
they actually did a whole story. I think it was our 5 p.m.
Yeah.
newscast. But right here at AfterBuzz
Can we
TV,
throw
all
an
broke it down,
AfterBuzz
and Kelly-
exclusive
Yep.
on that?
AfterBuzz
That's right.
TV
We broke
exclusive.
down ratchet prior.
Yes, we broke the story first.
Okay, so I didn't
First
mean to get
it needs
ratchet,
to-
but she has lost weight. It's very obvious. She makes reference to her weight on the show, which I appreciate that thick girls are making it. And now she's losing weight, and now I have to drop 5 pounds because of Penny.
Yes.
But anyway, she looks
Hey,
great.
we all do, okay? She looks really good.
She looks
she looks
awesome.
fantastic.
Cheekbones are showing. She got herself a new boo who's sexy as
Hey.
hell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he is.
How did you guys choose him out of all the guys? How did you guys choose him?
I don't know. He just came in. We saw him, and he was great.
He's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. It's like a regular
think-
guy. I think
yeah.
we're just like a regular guy for her.
Like a guy's guy.
Like a guy.
He's not regular though.
I feel like-
He's
See, we had this
amazingly
debate.
beautiful.
We had this
Well,
debate
TV
before.
regular. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all those guys are
Oh.
gorgeous.
I think he's more natural on this show than he
Yes.
was on, say, Two Broke Girls.
Yes, I would agree.
Yeah. I feel like it's more him.
It is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
What about Max's friend Nicole? Is she gonna make a reappearance? Max is probably my favorite
Nicole.
character. Yeah. What happened to her? Like, because Nicole is worth more than a penny.
I think she.
times more than a
Yeah,
penny.
Five times more.
yeah. I don't think she's coming back.
Oh, that's a bummer. I love the end of last episode where he's
so
like,
weird.
"You're crazy, and I love it. I want to hang out with you forever."
And even when he walked in, he was on the phone talking about being crazy and people stalking, and it just, yeah, it was.
It was there was actually like 20 more seconds of them doing just the weirdest things. We were like, that's so weird. This
Yeah.
is so weird.
Well, when you have a whole episode where Max is pretty much a bear, like I don't know how
Yeah.
much weirder it
Yeah.
can get, you know.
Are we getting any kind of like weird Max tangents like that this season?
We're getting more weird Max stuff. No, a lot of our stuff is about like Max dealing with Penny in a relationship, Max dating, a lot of Max dating stuff.
Yeah?
I like when Max dates though.
Yeah, a lot of Max dating stuff.
We're going to see some of that in the spring.
Yeah, you'll see some of that in the spring.
Some bad dates.
And coming up now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're back on January 8th, right?
Yep,
Is the next episode?
Yep.
And what's happening on January 8th?
January 8th is we're bringing back the parrot.
Yeah!
We're bringing back Tyler.
The
Yeah.
racist.
We're bringing back Tyler the racist parrot.
Love it.
You wrote that episode,
I did
right?
write that episode, Meet the
Yeah.
Parrots, and then just other fun stuff. Penny and Pete, more stuff. There might be a Happy Endings musical.
What?
Is
That
that
would be
a
cool.
RuPaul possible?
No, RuPaul's just an episode,
Yeah.
but
And Mark Paul Gosselaar, Abby Elliott.
Mark Paul Gosselaar, Abby Elliott's in one. I'm writing the musical episode
That's
of
awesome.
Christmas, so that'll be fun.
Has
Very
has
nice.
that been announced anywhere, or is that?
No.
Ooh, see,
Hey, hey.
it's
Oh,
an
AfterBuzz
exclusive.
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
Sweet.
Yeah, so there's some fun stuff coming up.
What kinds of songs can we expect? Is it like
I
Les
can't
Mis,
say.
like epic?
I can't say.
Not even a little tease.
It's more rock opera-y.
Okay.
Oh, I love that.
Okay.
More rock opera.
Opera-y.
Yeah.
And everybody's gonna sing.
Not everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't say anything else.
Okay.
I'll give it away.
like Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
Not everybody danced at the end of this episode. I was peeping.
No,
They did-
everybody
No, they all
They
danced.
did it for the crunk move where they like all like exploded.
But you mean
Everybody
they're-
danced.
But like not
did.
everybody had a solo.
Everybody
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
They
Did
did.
they? They each had a
Yeah.
solo.
Jane did. You just saw her butt. Like
Yeah.
it was Jane's
Okay,
butt, and then she got up.
Jane came up,
And
Dave did the
Penny's
robot.
was kinda
Obviously
way in the
drinking
back.
too much water.
Yeah.
Too much Jack Daniels water.
But that's Princess's fault. But was that improv or did they rehearse those moves first?
We had like a choreographer coming in, like a little help, but like it was all
Because
just,
I
like,
was
go for it.
wondering where
Alicia
Alex got
Cuthbert
those
killed
moves.
it.
Yeah,
oh, no,
she did.
Oh, she killed it.
she
was
did way more
pumping and
stuff. She was
grinding.
awesome. No,
Yeah.
she was
Yeah.
doing. She's good. She's a good dancer.
She's a good
I like
dancer.
it.
I
But
liked
it was funny last year when the Watch the Throne concert was here. We were going on the same night, and we were like off camera just chilling. And she was like, "Oh, I'm going." I was like, "I'm going too." And she started doing all of like she was doing, Brothers in Paris, and was doing the whole. I was like, I couldn't believe how like.
Too much for
Princess
too much
Princess
for
got
him.
so
It
excited.
blew me away how great she was. But no, she's all into that.
She can dance. She got moves.
She can dance.
She got moves.
I love how funny she is. Like she
Yeah.
She's
really
great.
is going all in for this role and really showing that
Yeah.
different. Because we hadn't really seen too much
Yeah.
of a comedic side to her. I mean, she was a little bit funny, when she was in Love Actually and little parts like that,
Right.
where it's a little bit softer and a little
Right.
not so serious. But this, she's just kind of going all in, and I love it.
Yeah, it was tough the first year because she has all that emotional stuff of like
Yeah.
leaving Dave at the altar, and it was like, who is this character? And to our credit, one of our producers, Josh Bicel, was like, let's make her a little not too bright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we just sort of ran to it, and then she's been
And
all in.
it just clicked.
But it's appropriate
clicked
because her
perfect.
sister
Funny.
is so freaking geniuses.
Yeah.
So it makes sense if that's a word.
Oh,
for
yeah.
her to
Kelly, is it?
For her to be a little
for her
lacking.
to be
Yeah, a little
without.
bit.
Well, it's hard when your sibling is like super smart. You feel
I know.
you're like you're stuck. You're like, oh, I'm never gonna
You gotta
measure
talk
up to
about
this
sex
person.
more and spice and stuff.
Yeah.
Mighty's sister is in the room, by the way.
Yeah, she's really smart.
But no, I love all the characters because they all had completely different perspectives. Like Kelly and I often joke about how Penny and Max, like we have that very similar relationship. And
Where you guys used to date and now you're gay and sometimes you're a bear and
It's
nature.
exactly the same thing.
Exactly,
I'm
yeah.
a publicist. We don't know what he does. It's the same thing.
Dashing good looks.
I'm working on it. If you're hiring, I can send you my resume. but no, like I just love all the characters because they relate to real life. Like
Yeah.
and all the examples that you guys bring, whether it's our child or whether it's like present day, it all kind of is like a way to laugh and be like, oh, I remember that, and it kind of takes you back to your childhood or your adolescence. Like I don't know, any thoughts that you have like on this cast, like why you guys selected each individual or.
I wasn't around. I mean, I've been there since the first season, but I wasn't there when they were casting. But they're obviously all crazy talented. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's
Amazing.
like it's no secret why those guys got the jobs. You know.
Because they all seem to get along so well. Like just you just kind of get the sense like off camera
Chemistry.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
they
an
fell in
improv.
pretty fast. Like Casey and Adam did a lot of stuff at UCB together,
Yeah.
so they already knew each other pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, obviously Damon, you know, is awesome, and sort of, you know, Zach was the last one cast, like the last hour, but they all have just sort of blended crazy fast. So
Yeah.
And I've watched them grow together and change and kind of evolve and even kind of click in more together as, you know, because I've been watching it since the very
Right.
beginning. So it's nice to see that and to see their characters change. And it's very rare when you're watching a show that you can actually say, oh, okay, I've watched them grow a
Yes.
little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
For
Especially
sure.
so quickly, I think. And that's, you know, a tribute to the writing. I think you
Thank
guys
you.
do a
Yeah.
fantastic job in that. To make it be relatable and to make it feel like when I'm watching that show, I'm sitting around with my friend. I mean, it's great that I get to watch it with great people.
Yeah.
But
Aw.
also, it's
Aw.
a show that you feel like those are your friends that you're watching it
Yes,
with.
we take it
Exactly.
personal when
It's
stuff
the-
happens to them.
It's the best feeling in the world. I'm really sorry, guys, but we do have to wrap up. I want to thank
Boo.
Prentice for being here.
Thank
You've
you,
been an
guys.
amazing guest.
Thank
This
you.
was a great episode tonight, and please just keep up the amazing work.
Thank you.
Wait,
thank
can we
you.
find out what Prentice, like, just give us everything you have going on really quick so that we can
Yeah.
keep track of your amazing life that we're
Please.
jealous
Oh,
of?
no, please. No, it's mainly just working on Happy Endings, and I have a show coming out on Fuse called The Hustle in April, 1st of April. So obviously stay tuned. It's like a hip-hop version of Entourage. So.
Oh, that's great.
I love it. I love it.
yeah.
Well,
Okay.
you'll have to come back in and tell us all about that.
Absolutely.
You know, when we premiere the after show.
As
for
you
that.
should. As you should.
And just keep us posted with details, and we'll tweet those out to anybody
sure.
who's interested.
Absolutely.
right.
Oh, and the news we mentioned earlier, if you want to learn more on Aliza Coop's article, just go to the HollywoodReporter.com and check it out, and they have just about a 2 or 3 page article on it.
Yeah, it's a really
Great
funny
interview.
article.
Yeah. Okay, well, that wraps it up for us. You can find me at Matt Lieberman, Lieberman on Twitter. I also have an online sketch comedy series called Viewers Like You. You can find that at youtube.com/VLYTV. And if you're in the LA area and you love live comedy, we do a 2-hour improv show every Friday night called Danger Room, 8801 Cascio Street, from 8 to 10 p.m.
You can twidazzle me at Thomas Guide, TOMSGUIDE. Marty, take it.
Great to me. Okay, you can play with my Twitter at spicy_Mari, or you can stroke my Instagram at spicy_Mari.
Wow.
And if you're really freaky,
Really?
you can go to my website, www.thespicylife.com. Kelly.
Oh, you can just tweet me at Kellie with an IE079.
Are you sure? We
Yeah,
can't
I
do
mean-
anything suggestive with your Twitter?
I have an Instagram and all that stuff, and it's all the same. So, you know, go on there. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
And if you had a penny for your thoughts?
Yes, please wear protection to my Instagram based on my at _A_Prentice.
All right. Thank you guys.
Again, so much for
Thank
hanging
you.
out with us.
Thank
and
Thanks,
we'll see you
Brent.
guys in
And thanks to Prentice
January.
Penny for coming in.
All right.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.